Hello everyone, my name is Ark and welcome back to another news update video. Would you look at that? We're going to be talking about Broly yet again. Now, I recently uploaded a Broly MP model kit video, so for those that have not checked that out, I definitely suggest you do because it makes the definitive Broly. But speaking of definitive Brolys, it seems that another studio has come into the fray when it comes to making Broly figures, which is very interesting. CT Studios is making their own Broly, and they have shared a couple of pictures, and I am not gonna lie, they do look pretty good. As you can see here, it does scale pretty similarly to the Beast Deities Broly. So for those that are unfamiliar, people hated the Beast Deities Broly because he's too big. This guy seems to be the same case. Now, just looking at this figure right off the bat, it seems to have better proportions, but in some differences as well. So, for example, he does have a narrower waist as he did in the actual movie. Actually, let me just bring Z Broly in general. Alright, so here I have a couple of different images that showcase Broly from different angles, and I'm not gonna lie to you, it does look to be pretty similar to what ZT Studios is trying to make with this Broly. Granted, I do think that the waist is a little bit too narrow, mostly because again, it's a huge hulking guy. He has like really blown up upper body, and it just narrows down all the way to the waist. It's not necessarily the greatest, but it looks pretty decent. Like you can see a better picture here for Broly, and honestly, I have my Beast Deities figure to the side, and realistically, you could say, and another complaint that I saw a lot of people have with the Beast Deities Broly is that his chest is a little bit too small. And I do agree, honestly. In terms of accuracy, I think his chest is the last thing, or the only thing that is not as accurate as it should be, because it is a little bit too small. His pecs, his pecs are small, and his abs are like almost the same size, or bigger, or like half the size of one of the pecs, which even in the picture here, that's not the case. And even here, that's also not the case. So again, you could say that this guy is pretty accurate to the source material, and even the faces are also really good. Overall, I think the faces, in terms of just third-party figures, these are the best ones to come out just with the figure alone, without needing to use any like accessory packs or anything like that, like the MP model kit or anything of the sorts. But it has brought an attention to detail, or attention to this, because people are saying that if we have too many Brolys, and realistically, you could say so. A majority of these Brolys, pretty much all of them, came out this year. For example, Demoniacal Fate announced their Broly, that they were remaking the Broly from Bandai with updated head sculpts, or face sculpts, not a head sculpt itself, but faceplates were going to be updated with rubber plastic on the skirt piece and everything. And then Bandai announced their own, but at the same time, Kong Studios had announced their own, and they had 2 reissues actually. So they had the original release and then the reissue. There's 3 different versions of the Broly, 2 using the same body, one of them with the purple skirt and the tattered clothing, and different heads. Now, ZT is joining the fray with 2 different ones as well, a regular one and a purple skirt one. And realistically, I might be getting the purple skirt. I am going to be getting it because I think it's good to have options, because this is not an issue. This is like a non-issue, because you could say, oh, there's too many Brolys, it's oversaturation, any of that sort of stuff. No, realistically, it's not, because the chances of Bandai making an actual real accurate Broly is really, really low, especially right now, because the 40th anniversary Broly is going to be shipping out in November, starting November, like September or November 7th. So yeah, yeah, I understand why people are a little bit annoyed, but honestly, he looks like a pretty cool figure. I would definitely love to know what you guys think about this figure, because yeah. Also, people were saying that people were hating on the faces. Realistically, the only issue is that he has his little like cheeks, like portions too far into the cheek, making him look a little bit starved, but the detail on the actual figure looks phenomenal. Even just the close-ups with the shading and everything, that's great. Honestly, not too bad. And then I was going to talk about this, but I'll leave it for another video maybe, or maybe not. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about this Broly. Do you think there's too many Brolys? Are you happy there's going to be another Broly that has a slightly different look? He has a bigger hairpiece, which is really great, and he has a more narrow waist. So definitely gives it a better option. So yeah, let me know what you guys think, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye bye.